Welcome, this is Reverend Stephanie Neal, and now we move on to the House of Ancestors and Spirits. This is the beginning of mediumship. There is much to learn. This is the starting point. One of the primary expressions of mediumship is to be a channel where spirits and their loved ones on earth can communicate with each other. There is great need for mediums who can offer this service and the comfort and closure it provides. One of the best ways to develop mediumship and the control you need for this work is to spend regular time with your spirit guides and to have a regular message circle. You will work specifically with your gatekeeper spirit guide to do this work. Other guides may come to you to help you if you allow them to do so. This may be one of your inner band guides or outer band guides drawn to you because of shared interests. You do not need to enter a full trance state to be a good medium. In fact, you may be a better medium without trance, as you have a full conscious control. To begin this process, do the following. Spend 1 hour a week, separate from your regular time, with your spirit guides for the purpose of developing mediumship control. Try to do this the same time and place each week. Always release ground, center, and ask your guides to adjust your energy to its proper level for this work. A lighted candle adds to the energy and aids in communication at times. Each week, ask your gatekeeper guide what you need to do to develop and improve. Ask your gatekeeper how she or he or it will work with you, and for any other information you need to know to align your vibrations with the other world's vibrations. Ask your gatekeeper how you will know a spirit is male or female, a relative, a father, a mother, sister, or another family member. Ask to be shown visual details such as face expressions, actions, objects, garb, movement, and so on. You will pick up impressions of these details. However, your gatekeeper can make it easier for you. It is important to take notes of all information you receive. Meditate for half an hour each time unless otherwise directed by the gatekeeper guide. Thank your guides when you have completed your session for the day. Then release ground and center as always. These directions may sound too simple to be of use. However, it is a traditional and effective way to develop this skill. Once a week, have a message circle. This can be done alone. However, it is easier if you find someone with which to work. This could be someone else desiring to develop mediumship skills, or someone hoping for a message from a loved one. This is a time when you are allowing yourself to be attuned to spirits, to be a voice for spirits from the other side. Begin by lighting a candle, releasing ground, ask for your energy to be adjusted as needed. It, in the beginning, request your gatekeeper to decide who comes through and in what order, though eventually you will take the reins on this. Pray and place a circle of protection around the area you are located, be it a quiet room or outside under the stars and moon. But the circle is more of a magnifier, building the powers that are residing within you. If others are there, have the circle surround them as well. So what should you do when communicating? If a spirit is lost, instruct it to go to the light, or ask for this confused spirit, uh, for the loved ones to come forward. In other words, the spirit's ancestors to come forward to meet it and to help the spirit cross. If it cannot or will not, pray for its well-being and send it away for now. The gatekeeper will help here also. When you receive a message, give only what you receive. You can ask your gatekeeper for clarification. Never try to make a message fit someone's expectations. Give what you receive. If an individual refuses to accept the message, let it be and move on to the next message or individual. Sometimes a person will not remember a spirit until later. Sometimes it may be months or even years to remember. Your job is to simply give what you receive, nothing more or nothing less. Do not interpret a spirit or your guides when they are communicating. Conversely, do ask for clarity when they finish, if you need to do so. The messages you receive come through you, not from you. You need only to relax, believe, and receive. First believing in yourself, then believing in the afterlife. You are opening and building a clear channel with these exercises. This can take time to build clear communication. The general percentages are 75% to 80% accuracy for a medium, which is good. And for less successful days, and we all have less successful days because of just poor reception or just being distracted by life's concerns, that we will have a little bit more difficulty. And then for the unskilled medium, have some very good days and very good reception as they're learning. When spirit communications are finished, or in approximately an hour, whichever comes first, say a prayer to close the circle. Thank your spirit guides and pray for all spirits who stepped forward. Make sure both you and your gatekeeper have returned all spirits to their realm. Release ground and center. Take down the circle of protection or a magnification and move around or eat something to ground. There are many ways to cleanse an area. You can smudge the area with sage or another kind of incense when you have completed this activity, or just use strong, love-filled words to cleanse the area. In the beginning, do this within your regular scheduled time each week, setting clear boundaries. As you do this work and develop, you will begin to emit a light that spirits are drawn to and respond. There is a good chance you may become overwhelmed if you stay open and available all the time. So setting up clear physical boundaries and clear time boundaries are essential. If spirits come to you at other times, pray for them. Call your gatekeeper and tell the spirits to come to you at the time you have already set up for them on a weekly basis. There is a reason for this. Developing control, working as a medium, takes actual physical energy from you. If you overdo this activity, your energy can become depleted and you may become sick. Then you will not be able to help anyone. Never accept negative energy to enter your sessions. Working in this way, you should not experience any negativity. However, if it does happen, quickly send the negative entity away by powerful, love-filled words. If that does not work, close the circle and try again the following week. If you tend to be a negative personality, mediumship may not be your cup of tea because many times negativity will draw negativity. A message circle works best if there is more than one person, due to each added person increases the energy. This can be other individuals who want to develop mediumship skills, or individuals who attend the meeting hoping to receive a message from a loved one. Always be sure that anyone who is in a message circle with you is respectfully quiet unless giving a message, and not a drama queen or king. Accept no odd or extravagant behavior in your session. This is not a show, but a meaningful work to align with consciousness that has transitioned and moved past the veil. If the extravagant behavior persists, close the circle and do not work with them again until they understand. As you do these exercises on a regular basis, you will develop, experience, and learn how your guides work with you, as well as learning to distinguish between various kinds of spirits. Some individuals have very specific definitions for the words ghosts and spirit. I use them interchangeably, says Crystal High Corral. As for myself, I just usually use spirit. So types of spirits. There are several types of spirits or entities, consciousness, or whatever you choose to refer to living forces in this reality system. There are spirits who are lost, earthbound, or do not know they are dead. You work with all these to allow them to know they are dead or transitioned, and help them to cross over to meet their ancestors. Sometimes they have unfinished business or anger issues, guilt or remorse, or even frightened of their new condition. We have spirits who have crossed over nicely and desires to communicate with loved ones here in the physical plane. This is the type of spirit you often have in a protected message circle, working with your guides. As you grow and develop, your guides will start to work with you to help you with the lost and the earthbound. Other examples of spirits on the other side are the newly dead, other beings from other reality systems, you as ancestor, you as a dead parallel, you as a dead probable, you as a past life, a future dead you, beings who are going to die in just a few seconds. Others are conscious spirits. Others are unconscious spirits. Then we have the insects, animals, sea life, and dead planets. You can also meet in the afterlife all manner of dead grasses, ancient trees, water, everything that has lived in the physical is found here in the afterlife, in their prime of life. What a beautiful sight to behold. This is called Types of Spirit Contacts by Crystal High Corral. There are three primary types of spirit contacts, or hauntings. The first one is a repetition experience. This usually happens at the same time of day or night, and experience does not vary. I do not consider this a true contact, but a replaying of something the spirit did in life that is imprinted either in the physical surroundings or on the ethers. This is like playing a videotape of an occurrence without the actual conscious spirit being present. The second type of experience is the presence of an actual spirit. It may happen once or repeatedly, but the experience changes, and sometimes communication takes place and sometimes it does not. This is the type of contact that can occur with a loved one who has died. The spirit may let its presence be known by sight and sound, touch, or feelings. Examples may be bumps, bangs, or tapping, heard where there is no reason for them. You may smell perfume strongly or feel a touch with no one there. You may find objects moved with no logical explanation. If this is not a loved one, but perhaps someone tied to a house, you may feel uncomfortable being there. I experienced a variation of this when I was 15. I lived in the country across the road from a cemetery. It was lovely, and I often walked there. This was fine until approximately 7 in the evening. At that time, I felt extremely uncomfortable, not afraid, and felt I was not wanted there. At first I tried to fight the feeling and stay. However, I soon gave up. When I felt unwanted, I would mentally say, "Okay, I'm leaving," and did so. I never felt threatened, just unwelcome. The third type of contact has sound such as conversations, laughter, sometimes music, or smells such as food or flowers or grass, and occasionally sight. I believe this is a bleed through in time rather than a spirit contact. There can be a fourth type of experience. This is when someone's astral body is seen and mistaken for a spirit. If you are drawn to study mediumship, you are naturally psychic and have probably experienced many forms of contact. In the future, try to decide which kind of contact these were. You do know most of the time it will be a conscious spirit trying to make contact with someone that's ready and willing to communicate with them. That was Crystal High Corral. Until next time, blessed be.